presentation and determination by council regarding the request from SUDO for the city support of 2 federal legislative bills approving land transfer of the Lighthouse Marina land from the Bureau of Reclamation to Frontenac County. Would you like to come up here and talk?
I'll come up closer, but I speak loud enough I could probably go outside and you'd hear me. I am requesting this from the City Council, just a letter of support. We have 2 legislative bills. The Senate bill is 4347 and the House of Representatives bill is 8413. Both of these bills allow for the transfer of the land only that sits on, that the marina and the mobile home parks, RV parks sit on Hugh Butler Lake and Swanson Lake. Some people seem to think that this might be like a political deal, that they don't want to get involved in the politics of it, but I think everybody needs to understand that we wouldn't even know if this transfer was capable of being done had the Bureau not told us about it. So the Bureau inspired us to go through with this because they wanted to give us an opportunity to remain if we could do it. And consequently, Senator Fisher, Adrian Smith, Representative Smith, and Senator Ricketts and the other representatives, which since they're back east, I don't know who they are right now.
Like Flood.
But have all signed on to this. They're all supporting it. We also have a great majority of the Kansas people, the representatives, senators supporting it. The bills were introduced on the Senate floor on May 15th. They're still in committee. The Energy Committee has to meet and approve them to go back to the floor for a vote. And they think they might meet in September, and I don't want to make fun of them. They've got a huge slate of things they have to take care of. Energy takes care of all sorts of things that has nothing to do with 2 little marinas wanting their land transferred. Senator Manchin, of course, is the head of that committee and the chair, and Senator Tanner is the ranking member. So what we have been doing is gathering support, quite obviously, for this motion, or for these bills. This is not a free thing, and yet Frontenac County and Hitchcock County have both pledged that they're not going to use taxpayer money to do this, because we do have to purchase the land after they come up with an assessed value, which will come back to us. So I want you to understand it's not a freebie for anybody. But the other thing I hear is, well, why should McCook be involved in this? Why should the City Council care? Well, you might ask Nick's Distributing, Gary's, Eagle, Malik Oil, Frenchman Valley, Walmart, Embers, Dollar General, Baumgart's, Tractor Supply, the REA, Ag Labs, McCook Gazette, Hometown Radio, American Electric, Mechanical Services, Trenton Agency, Pinnacle Bank Agency, Ace Hardware, DNS Hardware, Southwest Implement, Nolan and Yates, and that's just what the marina, who the marina buys from. We do not have a sales tax exempt form, so anytime we buy something in the city of McCook, which we do as much as we possibly can in the city of McCook, we pay sales tax on it unless it's food. Those things I think you need to be aware of. The other thing you need to be aware of is over 1/3 of our people at Red Willow are McCook residents, own homes here, pay taxes here, buy their stuff here. There's only 4 families that have either an RV or a mobile home at Red Willow that do not have to come through McCook, Nebraska to get to their place. They stop, they buy, they eat, and that's why. I think that of the 9 counties that are actually affected by these 2 marinas, and Southwest Nebraska, Northwest Kansas, and Northeast Colorado, those 9 counties have a complete population of 35,000 plus. That's it. So we don't want to forget how other places forget that Southwest Nebraska, Northwest Kansas, and Northeast Colorado exist. Of those 35,000, we have been gathering signatures, and of course 35,000 counts the kids, etc. And some of these signatures come from the way, quite obviously. But we have over 14,000 signatures. So we'd just like the city council to join in our request to support this legislation. Thank you. I told Linda I'd be brief. Is that brief enough, or should I keep talking?
Thanks, Sue.
And I do have an example and where the letter should go to once you guys say yes.
Have other municipalities that you know of taken this step?
I haven't been involved in that,
Okay.
so I don't know.
I think the county has.
I know the counties have, yes. The counties, even the counties that aren't involved have.
Yeah.
There's that.
Okay.
You know,
Do you have a motion?
How much land are we talking about? Assuming you talk about.
altogether, the two transfers aren't going to be over 40 acres.
When you say the Lighthouse Marina's land, how much does that encompass around the marina? Just the marina
Just
itself?
the marina and the mobile home and RV park behind it.
Okay.
And the other part of that is that, as you know, the state of Nebraska Game and Parks originally was our managing partner. And then when they backed out of that, the Bureau took over as our managing partner. But neither of those entities have ever spent a dime in that area.
True.
We do all of our own maintenance, we put in our own water lines, we have our own wells, we do our own road. I mean, that's the things the county was also concerned about. Are we gonna have to take care of your roads? Well, nobody else ever has, so probably not. Are we gonna have to spend any money on like trimming trees? No, nobody else has, so no, probably not. Yeah, we're just it's a very interesting way this has been handled, but again, I don't want to be adversarial about this. The Bureau told us, if you want to stay, do this. And if you don't get it through, you're gone on February of 2025. So.
All the trailers would have to be pulled out, right? So
The marina's gone too. Yes, everything's gone.
everything's gone.
Yeah. On both locations. Yeah. So any questions? Besides, do I know if any other municipalities have done this?
Yeah.
I think you're pretty much the only municipality in the whole area.
Okay, do we have a motion?
I would move the McCook City Council support the passage of Senate Bill 4347 and House Resolution 8414, approving the land transfer of Lighthouse Marina's land from the Bureau of Reclamation to Frontier County, Nebraska.
I will second that. Okay, we've got a motion and a second. All those in favor vote yea, opposed no.
I votes cast yea, no votes cast nay.
I really appreciate it, guys. And
Thank
y'all.
you.
Thank
for
you
all
so
the work
much.
you've been doing.
Yeah, I thought I was retired.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Thanks, Sue.